What's up, guys? It's December 4th, 2023. Had a pretty good day. It looks like we had a gap down right below the 50% level of last week's range. And that looked like to be the good magnet today. We tagged it at open, tagged it midday, and EOD. This came in the form of a pullback for the bulls. For the bulls, so it's not too good because this is like their first pullback on the weekly chart already. Let's go daily. So yeah, pretty good day. Lots of range. Yesterday we had a good bull trend. I think there was too many bear bars within the bull trend, but nonetheless, if you buy low, sell high, you would make money. If you sold this, you would make a little bit of money, but it's tough. Very slow grind. Today the opening. It was a big gap down, and we know by now this is a bar. And they get no continuation after the gap down. Bar 1 is a big bull bar with a small leg 2. Bears want to continue the gap down with the downtrend and break out of yesterday's range. Yesterday's low was not too far away at the open. Bears get their leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and it fails. On a higher time frame, this reversal right here would be a 2-bar reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times 5 is 35. So maybe on the 30-minute time frame, this would be a 2-bar reversal, or maybe 45-minute. And a 2-bar reversal would just be, I'm looking for one real quick. This is what I think it would look like on the 30-minute chart. So let's give it a quick look. That's what I was thinking as I was forming. Yeah, that's sweet. So 2-bar reversal on the 30-minute chart. We can see bears are failing around the 50% level. Yesterday's low, which was also a good place to look for reversals. Yesterday's low. I don't trade with any other time frame up, except I do look at the 15-minute right here. I'm just showing you guys what was going through my head while that was forming. I was thinking if bulls reclaim yesterday's low, this could be a 2-bar reversal on a higher time frame. I didn't trade it though because I was not sure what was going to happen here. Bears get their 3 legs down, including the gap, or you could say we're in a trend and the second leg is a trap. So leg 1, leg 2, trap, or leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, trap. After we see this start to get put in and this bar gets put in, taking out this bar's high, I think it's safe to say to get out of shorts at least and wait for a deeper pullback, because this could retrace all the way up, and it eventually did. When the reversal comes in at lows, the first PT for the bulls is going to be the breakdown. So it could be yesterday's low, this bar, and then they're going to progress higher through the bearish market structure. Since they're getting strong closes from the lows, they're going to keep going higher until they don't. And they didn't here at the high of the day. I think this was a good short. I caught this short, leg 1, leg 2. Oh, wait, excuse me. Leg 1, leg 2, failed leg 3. So I'm just going to talk about the buyers and sellers from the beginning. I kind of went off on a tangent right away. Bar 1, bulls want to close the gap and continue higher. Bears want to get the breakdown into at least last week's low. That was my PT when I saw this bear flag forming. But then when this happened, I realized that this could stay open because we are at the bottom of a trading range. So bulls would want to keep that gap open, buy low, sell high in the overall market structure. If they had came all the way here, it would still be a double bottom, but now we have a higher low double bottom, which is a little bit more bullish. Buy low, sell high, 2-bar reversal, and bulls get their measured. This is more of a measured move to me. Not really. You could do leg 1, leg 2. The tools act the same almost. Leg 1, leg 2, it would work. That's crazy how much bigger this looked compared to down here. But we could also count the bull legs. Leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. I faded this high because we were at the top of a range, and a high 1 usually has more sellers. I got out here and then had to reshort in case bulls were going for the gap close. But I was thinking the market's already extended with a big gap down, a big down, big up. Means we're going to go range bound, and that's what happened. The market did go range bound for the rest of the day. So I hope you guys caught some of this range. It was a easy hold for both sides. Take some points out and then leave a runner. The market's going to a range when it's big up, big down. And here's the range. I saw this as a reversal, and I got high for a test here, but then I hit out quickly when I saw this bar. I'm trying my best not to trade in tight trading ranges anymore. Buy low, sell high is a good trade, and it did come around later. However, I forgot to wait for the 2-bar follow through right here. There's no 2-bar follow. We have 2-bar follow through right here. No follow through. That's a bad follow through. I don't really know. Maybe if you can have a limit order set here, it'd be worth the trade. But I think this was a harder trade rather than this. And we knew we were going to range here because look, within the first 6 bars, it was a big up and a big down. We had a bear breakout, and it failed. So it's a range bound. Bulls are buying low, and bears are selling high, and we can see that proof right here. The range got tighter after this 3 legs down. This created a wedge bottom bull flag, which is why I took it. I was thinking it was a bull flag. Ended up being a tight trading range. When we have a double bottom, that's the triple bottom, and a double top, that's also a triple top. That's a tight trading range, and especially just wait for 2-bar follow through. If you waited for this breakout, you would have to be scalp out for 1 point or be willing to swing for the gap close. I don't think this is the best trade, even though there was a little bit of space. Maybe you get out here. I don't think it's the best thing to do. It's these range days, the breakdowns are a little bit quicker because it's a buy low, sell high situation. We are using the bigger time frame EMA as resistance and last week's 50% level as resistance. The EMA was slanted down and it eventually goes flat. This is a pretty flat EMA to me. When the bottom EMA and the top EMA are parallel to each other, we can expect a range. And once it crosses, boom, boom, I'm looking for a good bull bar after a higher low, not on the 50% level, on the EMA. So here, if we had more time and this was a strong bar, maybe a little pullback, another strong bull bar, and that's the one I'm taking for a swing to the gap close. The pattern today does look like it could be a bear flag. We're seeing it here, but I'm also partly more bullish because we've had way more bullish pressure these last few months. And if it was to be a bull flag, this is your bull flag, which it does not look too good with that super deep pullback, but we're range bound. Do you guys see the bull flag? Pull, flag, flag. Something like that, or maybe you can go like this. No, you can't go like that, actually. You can't do that. Can't do that. I'm turning off the bigger time frame EMA. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we get later in the week. This could set up for it. We're right in the middle of the range, which really sucks because now we just kind of have to wait for more information. We didn't close at the highs, we didn't close at the lows. We closed on the EMA in the middle of last week's range. So if we take what Brook says and divide the upper half of last week's range into 3s, because we buy low, sell high in ranges, we are literally trading in the no-go zone, which really sucks. We buy low here, we sell high here, and we do nothing in the middle. This range is big enough that I think we could break it down into a smaller range. So what I'll be doing tomorrow, if we're still range bound, which I probably should just make it a practice to think we will be range bound because the market repeats itself. We can go like this. Let me lock those. And then reapply the fibs and see what happens. So if we were to break out of today's range tomorrow, that would be bullish. Or if we don't, we sell into yesterday's range and wait to buy or the breakdown. These setups are starting to repeat themselves, not necessarily from the price action perspective, not like, oh, bull flag, bull flag, bull flag, but more so, oh, we're range bound, apply the fibs. Oh, we're breaking out, apply the measured move above or below the previous closest range. Let me see something just to, now that we're talking about measured moves, I want to see if this became a measured move. And yeah, so that's awesome. Look, we broke out of the range, see? And we hit the measured move, because when you break out of range, you go for a measured move. You want to see it close above the 50% level and then a measured move. And it was met. So price action is fractal. I just showed you not a smaller time frame, but within this trade, how do I say this? We're doing the same thing on the bigger time frames that we are on the smaller time frames, applying the same ideas, the same methods for finding targets, which is really important to find consistency, I think. Bigger time frame, we kind of peeked at it earlier. Bears are finally getting a pullback. I don't know if we're going to sell into the EMA or if the EMA is going to pull into us. Right now, the market's just going sideways, so the EMA has to catch up. We've been trending for a very long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we got over 20 bars to the EMA. Usually the first touch on the EMA is going to be a good buy. But if we're in the high of a range, we have to think twice. This is still trending. We're getting parabolic. I'm looking at this wedge top here like this. But we can see it better on the hourly chart. Deep pullbacks, not the best in a bull trend. We don't really want to see these pullbacks. But just like we do on the daily, we had to pull back on the hourly, and we've been going sideways since we pulled back on the hourly. Here, looks like the first day that we didn't really close above the hourly EMA. All these other days, we were selling, but we were closing above the EMA. Here, bears managed to close the day below the hourly EMA, right on the hourly EMA. So they're very close to it. I dropped these. Oh, I just lost my train of thought thinking about something. I was gonna say this kind of does look like a bull flag as well, but we're at the top of a trading range. So now I'm gonna do the, what is it called? The outro, the exit. I drop these every day at 3 p.m. Hit the follow button if you guys are learning something. If you guys trade price action or like to trade Al Brook's methods, all my perspective from these breakdowns are always going to be from an Al Brook's perspective because I like trading his methods. I'm still studying. I'm always going to be a student in the markets. Hit the follow button if you're not following me. If you learned something, hit the follow button. Have a good day, guys. I hope you guys are having a nice December. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.